Meantime, the White House closing 2025 with a booming economy growing at its fastest pace in 2 years. But housing costs remain a struggle. The average age of a new homeowner is now 40 years old. That's up from back in 1981 when it was 29. The administration promises homeownership will be making a comeback under President Trump in the new year, and they're making it a day one priority in 2026. The man who could lead that plan joins us now, Housing and Urban Development Secretary Scott Turner. Mr. Secretary, thank you for being here. So much to get to. Let's start with breaking some news here. We have been teased by your colleague, Kevin Hassett, the economic advisor, that a whole slew of new ideas will be rolled out soon by the administration to make housing affordable, particularly for young people. Can you share with us what some of those ideas and policies may be?
Well, good morning. Thank you for having me. And as you said, you see President Trump is prioritizing housing and home affordability going into the new year. He has been working 24/7. Director Hassett and others, myself, will be meeting together in Florida to talk about some housing affordability ideas. I don't want to get ahead of the president, but what I can tell you that this is of top of mind and top priority for the president, myself, and other leaders in the administration to make sure that housing affordability is achievable for all Americans in our country.
Sure, Mr. Secretary, and I understand. I certainly respect you don't want to get in front of President Trump, but also as someone who kind of understands how this works, you will take, along with other cabinet secretaries, a list of ideas for the president, present them to him as ways to fix this affordability issue on housing, and then he'll decide what that is. So can you tell us, because I think a lot of American people are wondering, will there be 50-year mortgages, longer mortgage products available? Will there be this push to perhaps ease zoning restrictions? Share with us some details that the American people are so hungry for of ideas you may present the president with.
Well, absolutely. And I'll tell you, I'll get to the root. When you look at during the Biden administration and the weak immigration policies that impacted our country, millions, tens of millions of illegal immigrants came across our borders unchecked. And that caused the housing supply to go down and the cost to go up. And so now you see with secure borders, with our fiscal house getting in order, this is a step towards housing affordability, increasing housing affordability for the people in our country. There's a myriad of ideas that have been discussed, from mortgage, obviously, from interest rates to cutting red tape. I know at HUD this year alone, we have helped over 1 million first-time home buyers through our FHA and Ginnie Mae programs at HUD. And so that's some good news that the American people can celebrate. And also to be encouraged to look at FHA and look at Ginnie Mae if you're a first-time home buyer, cutting red tape, taking down burdensome regulations, not only from a federal standpoint, but also from a local standpoint. One of the first acts we had at HUD was taking down the affirmatively further and fair housing rule to restore local control. And so these ideas, these policy actions that have been taken will continue to happen to bring down affordability and to raise the supply. So that and many other ideas will be given to the president.
Well, and one of those ideas, I did mention it before, and I'm going to ask you again about the 50-year mortgage. That's a really out-of-the-box idea. The immediate criticism was it would lock younger people into longer interest-paying payments. Do you believe like something like a 50-year mortgage could actually work for people?
You know, I think it's yet to be seen. It's very early. I think more research needs to be done on a 50-year mortgage and the other ideas that have been put forth. Because one thing from HUD's standpoint, from my standpoint, we want to make sure that the housing market is secure. And also for any FHA, Ginnie Mae, taxpayer-backed mortgages are stable and secure for the American people. And so the 50-year mortgage and other ideas that have been circulated through the public are being discussed, are on the table. But at the end of the day, the president and the other leaders in the administration will discuss what's the best possible path, secure path to help the American people to afford a home, not just now, not just the younger generation, not just Gen Z, millennial, but all American people. And so, again, it's a top priority for the president, myself, and others. And so there's great days ahead, and I'm looking forward to the discussion.
And we look forward to learning what those policies and ideas are. Mr. Secretary, thank you for taking time. In the 10 seconds I've got left, as one of the greatest cornerbacks to play for the Denver Broncos, do they make it to the Super Bowl and win?
You know, it's going to be tough. The Chargers are looking good. The Broncos are looking good. I think it's going to be a battle to the end.
Very well said. All right, Mr. Secretary, thank you for taking time, and Happy New Year.
All right. Thank you.